All of those things are what we're pursuing, but what happens is you have to pinpoint where a problem is, because as a prime example, Sister Wanda Sykes, she had a situation with Netflix. The world never knew until Monique spoke up, and then there was two. And then it illuminates the fact that there are no black women who have been paid ever in the history of comedy. Name me one black woman who's got paid a Richard Pryor, a Kevin Hart, a Melissa McCarthy, a Roseanne, Rosie. Tell me, an Ellen DeGeneres. Tell me one black female comedian that has ever gotten that opportunity. And that's the reason why we had to take a stance right now.
Yes, yes, and I totally agree with you. Don't think that what I say, was, saying anything against anything else. I just feel like when I watched your interview on Sway about 2 nights ago, I was like, man, listen, I just feel like Monique can just really do her own thing, and just still, make a killing. That's just my personal opinion. I've been watching you ever since you were on UPN.
Wow, baby.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you, my baby.
Okay, I'm serious though. I mean, listen, I'm not rich, but I said, hey, listen, you got to pull together some independent funds. I'll put some money down for it.
You better speak it to the universe. We love you, sister. And we poison us. And when we don't know any better, we'll applaud a lie. I watched my sister Sheryl Underwood sit on that stage on the talk. And she said, let me be clear about something. I never told Monique to take low offers. I told Monique when we talked that if she asked for forgiveness from Oprah Winfrey, Lee Daniels, and Tyler Perry, that things would be okay. Ladies and gentlemen all around the world, because we just got a call in from Qatar, Sheryl Underwood is telling a lie. I can't call my sister a liar, but what I will say is she's lying.
In that incident.
I have the proof of the conversation that Sheryl Underwood and I had, that it will show that that's not how that conversation went. And if Sheryl Underwood would have said to me, you need to ask for forgiveness, the first thing I would have said to her was, what am I asking for forgiveness for? But when Sheryl Underwood called me, what she said was, Monique, I know you're not lying and I know you're right. And that's when I said, bitch, then why are we here? And that's when she got into a really big hurry. She was catching a flight. I got to get to the airport, got to get to my plane. That sister sat on that stage. And not only did she lie to the world, she lied to the sister sitting there in front of her. And when you have women applauding a lie, that's how we poison our community. Now, it's awfully strange that the sister that everyone is calling so wrong, Steve Harvey, Sheryl Underwood, why won't they have us on the show to look us in our eyes and say, this is what you've done wrong? But what they'll do is be cowardly, and they'll speak it in a segment. They'll get the applause and say, phew, I dodged that goddamn bullet. Because they both know, if me and my husband were to come sit face to face with them, it'd be a different kind of story.
Hello, what's up to my YouTube peeps? It is your girl, Nelly Lee. What's up? So, I'm going to get right into it. I'm going to show you a video, like a little clip of a video about Monique and Signe live. They streamed it earlier today. And shout out to, is it ATLien? I'll spell it out for you, but it's ATLien. I'm going to put a link in the description for you guys so y'all can go see the whole thing for yourself. But I'm going to show you the video now, and then I'm going to give you my viewpoint, a little short summary, because this is going to probably take up the majority of your time looking at it, because it's going to be a long video. But I'm going to show it to you right now, a clip, and two clips. Well, it's a long video, but you want to see the whole one, you have to go to the person I just mentioned is ATLien. I'm going to just show you the name, but here we go.
Here we come, babies. You know, all this technology shit. Okay, if you could say it.
Somebody said, Harry.
Here we come. Here we come. All right. Hello, my loves. Hello, my loves. And welcome, welcome, welcome to another episode of Monique and Sydney's Open Relationship. Hey, my daddy.
Hey, my love.
Oh, let's get it. Let's make it. Let's make it happen. See, daddy, okay, you know when we have a large audience, I've got to bring them in with song. Okay, daddy, give me a kiss. Let's start. What we talking about today, daddy?
What we talking about, baby?
Okay, today we are talking about the deal that was offered to me from Netflix. And we're also going to talk about some of our folks that have opinions and weighing in on what they thought I should do or how they thought I should handle it. But we want to talk about this Netflix deal, and we want to talk about why exactly we're asking for this boycott of Netflix, and why we're unwavering, why we can't back down. And when you talk to folks, that when you first start talking, they come in ready to fight. That's unfair. I won't say they come in ready to fight. They come in ready to knock down what you have to say. But once you have to try to make them explain what they're trying to say, they can't. And then they begin to join the boycott. And that's what happened today when we did an interview with Hot 97. Initially when we started, they were, I don't know, Mo, I don't know. But by the time we got finished, they then said, we are joining the boycott.
Which to me says that a lot of people are saying a lot of things based upon how it hits them. I don't think that a lot of people are trying to be messed up for the sake of being messed up. It's kind of like when I watched the interview with Tony Rock.
Yes.
And the guy from TMZ approached him and said, hey, Tony, Monique, your brother's Chris Rock, got the 22 million or 20 million. And Monique was pretty much saying she should be in that conversation.
Yes.
And the way he perceived it, I think, is like any other person who you're going to walk up on me, asking me questions about somebody that seems to be challenging the worthiness of my brother getting what it is that they getting. What she need to do is stop worrying about what Chris get and worry about her stack.
Mm-hmm.
And based upon that understanding, it makes 110% sense. However, that's not what transpired. What transpired in this whole movement, it is not about Amy Schumer or Monique or Dave Chappelle or Chris Rock. It's about Monique and Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle and Amy Schumer and Wanda Sykes and
come on, baby.
Tiffany Haddish and,
Samoa and Adele and Miss Laura and Sheryl Underwood, and the list goes on and on.
And the Kim Whitleys. So what happens is, even though these individuals like Steve Harvey, again, Tony Rock, Charlamagne the God, these individuals may have issues and something to say, but I don't think that they really understand that they'll say how they love their mamas.
Come on.
They'll say how they love their wife.
Come on.
They'll say how they love their aunties.
Come on.
They'll say how they love their daughters and they working hard so that their daughters don't have to deal with some of the struggles that the women in their lives today and the women that came before them had to deal with. But now you got a black woman who's standing up and saying, why not us too? Not why not me, why not us all? Everybody who has done something worthy of being witnessed, why can't they get a fair deal if they are a person of color? And when you start looking at the landscape of things and you see there are no black women at Netflix who have a large deal, and everyone else of every color, white men, white women, black men have it, but why not the black woman?
Somebody just put, if I didn't know how much everybody else's deal was with $500,000 being issued, listen, baby. Yes, it would be an issue because we know what those deals bring. And here's what's funny that I have to bring up. There's some people saying, oh my goodness, why don't Monique just take that $500,000 and take her ass on somewhere and shut up? And some of those people look like me. Now, when Amy Schumer was offered $11 million and she went back and said, listen, guys, I don't think I should get what the legends are getting, but I should get more. Who said, why don't Amy Schumer shut her ass up and take that $11 million? I don't remember Tony Rock saying that. I don't remember Steve Harvey saying that. I don't remember Charlemagne the God saying that, and that was public knowledge.
And the reason why they didn't say that is because there was no uproar in reference to her believing that she should get it. There was an uproar because she did not get what it was that they received. And nobody stood up because essentially what is subliminally being said to you, no different from Cadillac Records, where Most Def is sitting there with Adrian Brody, and he says the Most Def, who's Chuck Berry, I'm going to make you famous, and he's looking at Adrian Brody, who's white, and I'm going to make you rich.
Come on.
And we saying, listen, if you notice, they'll make black folks rich. All you got to do is look at one of the most incredible programs that are on today. One of the most incredible programs on today, and you got to give props, and we're going to give thanks to TV One, is TV One's Unsung.
Come on.
They telling you the business, guys. They telling you about how they got taken advantage of. And here's the thing. What they will also bring to the light is it's not just the white man that's raping the black man and the black woman. It is also us too.
Y'all, we're going to have a real conversation today. And if you notice, and this is something that I also want to bring to our community, because now everybody's saying our community, and I appreciate it. We went on a show in New York. It's called the Bernie and Sid Show.
Tell them.
Two white brothers. Bernie is a strong Republican and a strong Trump supporter.
Staunch.
Sid is a Democrat, right? Now, when I go into this interview, I'm already walking in with a preconceived notion that I'm going to have to defend myself because I'm walking in to this white man that's a strong Trump supporter, and he's a strong Republican, and he's not going to understand my plight as a black woman wanting equality. Already preconceived notion. When I walked in there, after 5 minutes of me explaining what was happening, these two white men said, listen, this is straight out racism. We are boycotting Netflix. We will not stand by and watch this happen. Monique, when we look at you, we rate you as a 9-10 in the comedy world. When we look at Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle, we rate those men as 9-10s. When we look at Amy Schumer, we give her the rating we give her. I said, well, do you think that I'm considered a legend? Those two white brothers said, hands down. Now, I guess where I get passionate and I get my feelings involved is when I'm sitting there looking at my two white brothers, calling it for what it is. But then when I have my brother, Steve Harvey, go on the air and say, "Aw, man," and I'm paraphrasing, "here she go again. Whoo, she done burned a lot of bridges, and what she should have done was you go back and you renegotiate." I'm listening to my brother say that, and again, I'm paraphrasing. I'm listening to my brother Tony Rock say, I mean, I wouldn't consider her great, but she's done some great things. I'm listening to my brother Charlemagne the God say, she gets donkey of the day. But I'm sitting across from my two white brothers saying, we're going to call this what it is. So when I think about those three black named Jill, and she's a white sister.
In addition to Levity Live Comedy Club, in addition to the Improvs,
Yes.
These are white establishments owned by people who happen to be Caucasian. And they're getting behind individuals who are...
So y'all already heard from a girl, my homegirl, Monique, how she feel about it. Now, she, she told off Steve Harvey, speak her mind about him, her and her husband. Don't forget about her husband, Cindy. I wanted you to hear from them. But I had to do my research. I had to find out if, but the Breakfast Club did, they did make her the donkey of the day, which they did, which I'm a question that up. The donkey of the day is for ignorant people, like people who acting stupid, who acting dumb. They talking about stupid stuff or doing something stupid. I don't see what Monique did was stupid. I just see that she's speaking her mind. We're not talking about somebody who is apparently going to hell up McDonald's gunpoint because they tell their manager to give them more hours. That's stuff that Charlamagne and God will call the donkey of the day. So stuff like that. But my thing is, I didn't understand it. But now, when she said that Angela Yee pretty much cursed her out or was talk really badly about her, like to the point where she cursed her out. So I'm gonna play the clip for you guys of their show of them pretty much clapping back at Monique. Here you go.
Monique heard Charlamagne's Donkey of the Day, and she had some things to say on her live stream. Here's what she had to say about Charlamagne.
When it comes to Brother Charlamagne the God, when I heard him call me Donkey of the Day, see, this is the same brother that got on the elevator at the Monique show and was very respectful. As we were joking, I said, baby, give your mama a hug from me, because she raised you right. And that baby looked at me and said, yes, ma'am. And we had a beautiful moment. So to hear this young man call me a donkey of the day, I would say to him, why do you have so much hatred towards black women?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, my goodness. Goodness gracious, Charlamagne.
That story Monique is telling is from 2007.
So you were at a Monique show.
I was not at Monique's show.
And you over here giving her
Can I that was not at a Monique show, okay? It's funny that she remembers that, though. That's when I was working at WBLS in New York with Wendy Williams, and it was her and another sister on the elevator. But I just don't understand how you can say I was nice and respectful and give regard to my mom, but then the sharp turn is I hate black women.
You don't like
just
black
because
women.
I gave you donkey of the day? How does that work?
All right, well,
I gave Jay Holiday donkey of the day yesterday.
Let's finish the rumor.
Does that mean I hate irrelevant R&B singers?
You hate black men, too.
All right,
Jesus
well.
Christ.
Here is Monique defending her relevance because she says that she has gotten so many nominations and she is the most, what is it? What was the title she gave herself?
Most decorated
comedian alive.
And when you have people that say about our relevance, see, there was a woman named Moms Mabley. I don't want y'all to forget her. They spoke about her brilliance. They spoke about all that she gave to the world of comedy and to the world at large. They spoke about this woman, how she was just a genius. But what they didn't speak about is she died broke. Not because she squandered her money. See, they'll make y'all believe we dumb niggas. And these don't know what they're doing with their money. And see how long? No, it's just that we don't get the monies we're due.
Man, this don't have nothing to do with brilliance. It's got to do with business. I don't think Amy Schumer is brilliant at all. I don't think she's funny at all. But to sit here and act like she didn't have a 50-city world tour that was selling out and to act like she didn't have a $141 million movie in Trainwreck, come on, bro.
And Kevin Hart's doing excellent, and he's getting the money that he's due.
Come on, man. This is business. This ain't got nothing to do with brilliance.
Now, I'm not going to lie. They definitely undercut Monique, but you have to
Tiffany Haddish
negotiate.
is doing really well.
You have to negotiate.
Right now, she's getting all kinds of great offers that she deserves. All right, well, she also had something to say about the other brother and sister on this show.
When you hear my sister saying, are you out your mind? She's only worth $2 million. And that's our sister from the Breakfast Club. I'm not sure of her name, so I don't want to say it because I don't want to say it wrong. But she's on with Charlamagne and the other brother.
Charlamagne and the Dominican brother.
She didn't say Dominican brother. She said Charlamagne and the other brother.
Now,
She didn't say Dominican brother.
Now, let's flash back to what was actually said on the Breakfast Club by this sister and the other brother. And I do feel like if you think it's low, then somebody has to negotiate, or you can always turn the deal down. And I do feel like $500,000 was a low number.
How much would you have given Monique in 2018?
I mean, in comparison, maybe I would have given her $2 million. All right. I'm not a Netflix executive, but I don't think I said it as harshly as she said I said it.
Listen, I have nothing but love and respect for Monique, but when it comes to this Netflix situation, my whole opinion on that situation is based strictly on analytics. Nothing more, nothing less. If you can't understand why Amy Schumer got more money than Monique, then you simply don't understand business. Right?
And just one last thing, you don't have to take the deal.
Not at all.
If you have people that are also going to be doing a bidding war for you, you can go to HBO. There's all kinds of other outlets. You can go to Showtime. You can do a special on Amazon.
I actually said that during Donkey today. I'm like, I never told her to take the $500,000.
Right.
If you feel like you're worth more, then you go somewhere else and get more. But if everybody else is giving you around that same price point, are you going to scream race and gender bias everywhere you go? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I think the main thing is, put in the work of doing a whole entire nationwide tour, get it up, produce it yourself maybe and sell it, and you'll get more money if you do that. It's already packaged and ready to go.
I want her to get
Joe
what she's
Coy
worth.
did that.
Absolutely, but she has to negotiate, and if they are low blowing her, I should say, You know, go somewhere else.
How about don't ask the white man for nothing? How about set up a 10, 15 city theater tour and sell it out? And then, you know, your value goes up in the eyes of those people like that.
Absolutely right.
And if not, who cares? You still got the coin.
Right.
From the arena tour, the theater tour, whatever you want to
Or,
do.
you know what? Start your own digital streaming service and produce it yourself and put it on there and get millions.
God damn.
So, there you have it. I still don't consider her as the donkey of the day, but I didn't see anything that Angela Yee, I don't know if I'm saying it correctly. I don't see anything that Angela Yee said. She didn't say anything rude to Monique. So, but as Charlamagne the God, of course, he's still going to keep her as a donkey of the day, which I don't totally agree with. But a lot of people are thinking that what Monique is doing is wrong. So, yeah, a lot of people, they think that, what she's doing is wrong, like especially black people. I was surprised that even white people are like, they're rooting for Monique, which I'm very surprised. Like, they're all for Monique. Some of them have canceled their Netflix, as you see through the video there, that they have canceled it. I mean, I don't understand why us black people, we keep each other down, we don't lift each other up. And that's why I made the video from last week about the percentage of how much ownership does black people have, and we only have a small percentage over the media, which is television and radio. We only have a small percentage, and if we only have a small percentage and we keep holding each other down, that percentage is not going to grow of ownership. It's always going to be over to the whites, which, I'm not talking bad about the whites, but they have a lot of ownership over the media, the entertainment. So as you can see here, we're not going to grow if we holding each other down. So that's basically the point that I'm trying to make, is we got to uplift, upbuild each other. We really do. So, let your girl down in the comments know how y'all feel about this. At the end of, after I do my outro, I'm going to show you the video of, the percentage again of how much, the ownership of blacks have, and Asians and Spanish. It's a very small percentage against the whites. The whites pretty much own the majority of the television, the radio, you name it. And also the percentage of what the female owners, how the females have ownership over the radio and the television as well. So let your girl down in the comments know. And I'm also going to put a link in the description again about that channel, about the video, so you can see it for yourself. And also the link of the video, which is ATLINE. I might be spelling it wrong. I'll just put the name up there again and put it down, link in the description. And also, I got so much to say at the end. And then also, I'm going to put a link of the description of my video I made several days ago. But like I said, tell your girl down in the comments how y'all feel about this video. Give her a thumbs up, which is me. That would be dope. Thumbs down, not going to make me frown, because haters are my motivators. Peace.